Veteran Bharatiya Janata Party legislator and Thanlon MLA's Vungzagin Valte passed away this evening after a prolonged illness at Medanta, the Medicity Hospital in Gurugram. DM Community College Authority allegedly failed to secure recognition for its courses at the National Commission for Allied and Healthcare Professions Act 2021. Student launched stations as career prospects of nearly 5,000 students are at stake. Media person staged protest condemning assault and alleged attempt on life of Khoidom Loyalakpa, editor of Manipur-based Delhi Naharolgi Thokang. Northeast Students Organization and All Manipur Students Union caution Center against conducting census in Manipur before implementing National Register of Citizens NRC or similar mechanisms. And students' body aims urges state government and concerned department to promptly introduce the fee regulations policy for private schools in Manipur. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm Colonel SAMBANDURAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Now the news in details. Veteran Bharatiya Janata Party legislator and the Thanlon MLA's Vungzagin Valte passed away this evening after around 5:30 p.m. He was undergoing treatment at Medanta, the Medicity Hospital in Gurugram. The 61-year-old MLA's Valte had been receiving medical care after being seriously injured at a peak of Manipur violence in 2023 when he was attacked by a mob while returning from an official meeting in Imphal. Valte was airlifted to New Delhi on February 8 after his health deteriorated due to complications from the injuries sustained in the violent incidents. The state government, led by Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand, had monitored his condition closely and arranged for advanced care with doctors from Manipur and specialists in Delhi involved in his treatment. He was a three-timed MLA from Thanlon constituency in Churachandpur district and a prominent representative of the Kukizo community in Manipur politics. Authority of DM Community College and the DM College of Sciences allegedly failed to secure recognition for its courses under National Commission for Allied and Healthcare Professions Act 2021. Students of the community college erupted into agitation this afternoon around 2 p.m. as career prospect of around 5,000 students are reportedly at risk. Protesting students locked up several rooms, including the principal's room of DM College of Science and the room of a former nodal officer of DM Community College, Professor L. Hemchandra. Protesting students claimed that nearly 5,000 students, including past and present batches, have pursued various courses at the community college. However, due to the alleged failure of the authority to submit the required proposals under the 2021 Act, the certificates issued to students risked becoming invalid. They expressed concern that the certificates are not being accepted for higher studies in other universities or for employment opportunities. Students further alleged that when they approached the Vice Chancellor of Dhanamanjuri University, they were told that the community college has no connection with the university and that the concerned former nodal officer has declined to meet them. Urging immediate intervention, the student demanded that authorities take swift steps to safeguard their academic future, warning of intensified agitation if their grievances are not addressed.
अखोइना ngasi solonjari akhoi hana gi nodal officer obiramba life science ki din paibiriba sir L Hemchandra gi magi kama solonjare aduduga akhoina hoji solonjari principal gi magi mapam da chaluraga su magi unaba phangdre pau khona bu ngamdre maramaduna magi ka solonjar jarame adu hoji makha taba gi oina chathar jarakoi irang je akhoi chhatra jingi demand jingi matungina mathangdi DMU gi administration block se sida makha tana khongjen tilakani approve to bidri bawte akhoi khongjen sunglep lepsa roi.
Media person staged a protest today condemning the assault and alleged attempt on the life of Khoidom Loyalakpa, editor of Manipur-based Daily Naharolgi Thokdang. All Manipur Working Journalists Union and Editors Guilds Manipur jointly organized a sit-in at the Kesampat Leimajumt Leikai Community Hall in Imphal West. Taking part in the protest, AMSU President Aseemed Bhakta condemned the February 18 incident, stating that around 10 p.m. unidentified individuals allegedly fired 2 rounds at the vehicle driven by editor Loya Lakpa and later assaulted him, describing the incidents as a grave threat to the press freedom. He said such acts amount to an attack on freedom of speech. The organizations demanded that those responsible be identified at the earliest and the motive behind the attack be made public.
Nahan undang bagi channel journalist jasu iba naron undang editor live attend torba among kana maram chu khangdaba apoi khagani apoi pamjari se kari maram gino oda live attend to se da apoi rolam le je ku su koi da kai gumba koi ki ni media person tarwai gara ba ne ga koi da hana haibi koi no su koi abu ngamba ya ba koi ki school ra le je adu manung ko chalaga de koi na adu gi jama koi num to jagani ngamdra kana logi metu ni da dum ki su mo ju girls ki su mo ju le ngani 이 수고이 독과된 거 가다가도 황다버리나 가리 마름도 황다버리나 거기 좀 잡나 누가 있다 봐야 달아요 마시세 아주 또 미리바 제가 마시고 또 우리 보다 너 수고이 나게 되니세 또 가리 마름도 거기다 강한 비요.
Unidentified gunmen fired several rounds at the residential gate of a former Khongman Gram Panchayat Pradhan Moirangthem Nungshire at Khongman Jontri and the Irilbung police station in the early hours today. No injuries were reported. However, a Maruti Swift car parked near the gate was damaged in the firing. Following the incident, her husband Moirangthem Goro lodged an FIR at Irilbung police station. Condemning the incident, members of Maira Paibis and VLF of the Khongman area staged a protest demonstration this morning, demanding the immediate arrest of those involved and strict action against them. Speaking to media, protesters K.H. Nandini denounced the firing in residential localities and urged all concerned to resolve issues through dialogue. She appealed to avoid such incidents in future.
Caption Birami say, me and Puna Taba area near Quigis, Sidesida no my caption Birame, Kari Maramgi caption Biramino, a Quigi Predhan or Birambi Sida, Makogi Kari Karamba, Nuaitaba, Natraga, Mokogi demand Kumbalebra, Adu Laitargasu, Masam Satyangaraga, Natragana, Kanghan Biraga, Sumba, Waribatai Sanabi Kudung Sabasi, Bibira Magadi, Hena Parangada, me, Akunga Maraxidas Mina, Capsan and a Kotan and a Basimadi, Yamnuaizade, Tawiram Liba. Aduga senabiriba miyoi atuba matamda sengdokpiro kari marangino kari lebagino adu laikai da sumaina tawbase laikai mayamna ngasi ekhoi nupi mayamna hamdana tawjaribase masi ekhoi santi pamjai khoi maitai macha ngaktani ekhoi masen adum wari sanasi tathuk tasin tawnasi pendaba apamba leiragasu adum phongdoknasi.
Northeast Students Organization NESO and All Manipur Students Union AMSU caution center against conducting census in Manipur before implementing National Register of Citizens NRC or a similar mechanism in the state. Speaking to media, NESO Assistant Secretary General Vungzagin said the organizations along with like-minded groups would oppose the census if concerned over illegal immigrations are not addressed first. He noted that over 200 petitions have been filed in the Supreme Court challenging the Citizenship Amendment Act passed on December 11, 2019, adding that NESO and All Assam Students Union AASU are among the petitioners from the Northeast. He stated that the petitions related to Assam and Tripura, including those filed by NESO and AASU, are being heard separately by a 3-judge bench led by Chief Justice of India. Sanatomba expressed concern that implementations of CAA could lead to demographic imbalance in the smaller states like Manipur, reaffirming NESO's demand since 2010 for NRC across the Northeast. He said the organizations remained committed to safeguarding indigenous communities. AMSU Vice President Naurem Wangamba and Secretary General Salam Changkhonba took part in the press meet.
census NRC tawdana census tawba yaro habasi akhoi state neba NRC ga mana ba porama implement tawdana census tawsan giba taragadi madu legal document on gar kanda madu dana tungda hena immigrants in jelo yawa yabgi run pieba census tawdori basigi criteria si pariba government da kari criteria da tawdori bano haibagi magi provision du people sing hana bhapta hanbam sangeba people adugi provision mayik sing da basanai neba hana gi pibam da sum thigi ba taragadi sizna maram moraga ko documentation ola kanda yam soba demographic imbalance ama ko population explosion ama population si sahi tara 100% atra 70% out of the natural growth ta sigi henkalai ba survey ama ko gi review committee sema kanda masi season bio aduga data puthok piu na akhona si demand to leireba masi bawda government of Manipur government of India initiative lobadi malaga census hauriena biometric hauriena tha kharagi mamangda ko India government na notice thoga ugi madugi thabok ki kada yorage habji ko media gi through the government jingda hangba pami haitare.
In a significant development, the Supreme Court scheduled the final hearing from May 5 in over 240 petitions challenging the controversial Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 and its rulings which accelerate the grant of Indian citizens to non-Muslim migrants from Afghanistan to Bangladesh and Pakistan, and provisions that has triggered widespread legal and political debates. A bench of Chief Justice Surya Kant, Justice Joy Malia Bakshi and Justice Vipul and Pancholi said the petitioners would be heard on May 5 and for half a day on May 6. Thereafter, the respondents, the court and some states will be heard on May 6 and 7. Another hearing will be conducted on May 12 for taking up rejoinders and other miscellaneous issues. The court will also separately consider the Act's impact on Assam and Tripura. Most challenges were filed during 2020 but have remained pending without substantive hearing. Student body AMS urges state governments and concerned departments to promptly introduce a fee regulation policy for private schools in Manipur. Speaking to media at AMS office in Kwakai Hill today, AMS Secretary General Oinam Amarjid expressed concern over the rising cost of education in private institutions. He stated that annual fees in many private schools range between 1 lakh and 2 lakh rupees, placing a huge financial burden on the parents, particularly those from the economically weaker section. Amarjit said this situation could have been avoided if government schools have been strengthened and properly maintained. Referring to a recent report about the proposed closure or merger of 294 government schools due to zero enrollment, he alleged that such steps may pave the way for a gradual shift towards a public-private partnership model. He urged the governments to prioritize revival and improvement of government schools to ensure affordable and quality education for all.
Lengaki school sing muthat pagi mahut laukhat phan thok pathabak sing laukhat pi school merge tawsinduna lai da bidai cha sing da polum hengdan han ba yaroi namsinduna thamliba thabak sing aten ba matam da haidok piu pre primary teachers sing kaugeba namsinduna lairi adubu ngarang nahan primary teachers ising ama kaugiba du notification thoktuna recruitment process makha ta na chatharani haibuduma aim na taram no oi aten ba matam da lengaki fee regulatory body ama semu adugu mathau tawhalu lanai mai sang sing da piri ba awamal gi mathakta akan ba miying changbiu makhoi da phangam thokpa senpham Manipuri
Students Federation MSF today submitted a memorandum to Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand drawing attention to the need for comprehensive development of Manipuri language in the official language of Manipur. In the memorandum, MSF urged the Chief Ministers to initiate a review of a two-book titled Tamna Laidik and the Tingbang Laidik. The student body also called on the authorities to ensure that every Tamna Laidik is properly written and standardized into Manipuri. Further, MSF appealed to the state governments and Directorate of Language Planning and Implementation to take concrete measures for enriching Manipuri vocabulary. It specifically demanded the publication of a comprehensive dictionary and encyclopedia and subject-wise standard glossaries to strengthen and modernize the language. Government of Manipur has appointed retired Lieutenant General and Nishikant Singh, VSM and Bar as advisor coordinations to Chief Minister Yumnam Khimchan. In an official notification signed by M. Rabi Chandra under Secretary Department of Personnel and Administrative Reforms, Personnel Divisions, dated February 19. The appointment was made following decisions taken in the cabinet meeting held on February 17. According to the order, the appointment is for a period of 1 year with immediate effect in public interest. Terms and conditions of his service, including honorariums and other entitlement, will be issued separately in consultations with the Finance Department. Retired Lieutenant General L. Nishikanta from Khongman is a highly decorated 40-year-old Indian Army veteran specialized in intelligence and leading major missions. Commissioned in 1979 into the JAKLI regiment, he becomes the 3rd Lieutenant General from the Northeast. He served as Chairman of Manipur Police Service Commission MPSC and currently focus on digital education while frequently commenting on Manipur's security and the need for dialogue. He expressed happiness and gratitude after being appointed as advisor to Chief Minister of Manipur. In a Facebook post, retired Lieutenant General L. Nisikanta said he was thrilled by the appointment and thanked Chief Minister Yumnam Khimchan for the trust and responsibility. He termed it a great honor and said he looks forward to contribute to the state's growth and development in line with the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Government of Manipur has also appointed Oinam Sunil as advisor media to Chief Minister of Manipur for a period of 1 year with immediate effect, according to an official order signed by M. Rabi Chandra under Secretary Department of Personnel and Administrative Reforms, Personnel Divisions, Government of Manipur. The appointment was made in the pursuance of a cabinet decisions taken on February 17. The terms and conditions of its service, including honorariums and other entitlement, will be issued separately in consultation with the Finance Department, PIC, Government of Manipur. Security forces continue to conduct search operations in area dominated in the fringe and vulnerable areas across districts, resulting to recovery of arms, ammunition and explosive. Security recovered several weapons during search at the Kairak Awang Lokond Chingold area under Kakching Police Station, Kakching District yesterday. The recovered weapons included one Amok carbine with magazine, 2 local-made Lethot guns, 2 local-made single-barreled 7-tier smoke cells, 3 tubed launching devices, 2.36 HE grenade with 2 detonators, 10 50-round ammunition, 100 empty cases, 2 IDL explosive with 2 detonators, 2 helmets, 1 bulletproof jacket, and 2 magazine pouch. The ongoing ban imposed by Joint Tribal Councils JTC and the Foothill Naga Coordination Committee FNCC along the Kangpokpi Churachandpur route has completed 40 days today. The ban was called pressing 3 key demands: no suspension of Operation Su Camed in Naga Foothill area, no constructions of illegal or unauthorized roads, and no poppy cultivation. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on the 2-day National Seminar on Democracy and Development in India's Northeast, Pathway, Prospects and Challenges, which begin today at the Dhanamantri College of Arts. We'll be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Every great future begins with the right start. At JJ School Montessori, we discover talents, nurture dreams, and shape the future of your child. Here, learning isn't just in books, it's in creativity, sports, real-world skills and values that last a lifetime. With experienced teachers, a safe environment, and modern learning facilities, we shape confident and curious learners. Choose the right start. Choose JJ School Montessori. Admissions open now.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Moving on with our bulletin, two-day national seminar on democracies and development in India's northeast, pathway prospects and challenges begin today at the Manipuri College of Arts, the Manipuri University. The inaugural function was attended by DMU Vice Chancellor Professor W. Chanbabu, Dean of School of Social Sciences, DMU Professor K. Indramani, Director of Center for Northeast Studies and Policy Research, Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi, Professor M. Amarjeet, Professor Imanklan Lahiri of Department of International Relations, Jadavpur University, Kolkata, and Principal of the Manipuri College of Arts, Professor S. Lanchen Bamaite. Speaking on the occasion, Head of Political Science, the Manipuri College of Arts, Professor L. Suraj stated that the Northeast is a critical and complex region which required deeper understanding to bring the region into mainstream. He noted that the seminar aims to facilitate dialogue between scholars from Manipur and outside the state to bring the gap between perceptions and field realities.
Policy frame to tawdingai da akhoi general common people sida pot se Session Ramakak Lay Bamada Karaba, Akwesi, Akweyoina, Sakata Vedamakta, Akwemiamsi, involved over stakeholders involved over the car or Shukanba, Adu Kalan Bagi Wakalo, Namakan Sessions Olan Bamada Karaba. At the same time, Akwena mainstream Duga Loinana, Samina Badakaro, Habadumasu, Akweda consistence Namaduna, Yana, Akwena Sigi main objectives, a proper Akwena Asita or Ragamasina, Akwena policy and Stone Habitinata Adu, general in a society, see the Akwena academics and academic circles and Asagi general can also get accessible or Masida Akwena Makweda Gyan Hena Tahan Bagi Wakalondo Aduda Akwena seminar Setawjabane.
Two-day national seminar on reading the cultural landscape, tourism, heritage and society in Northeast India with special reference to Manipur commences today at Thoubal College. The seminar was organized by Department of Geography at Thoubal College in collaboration with Indira Gandhi National Centre for the Arts Regional Centre, Guwahati, under the Ministry of Culture, Government of India. College Principal Professor A. Nabachandra expressed hoped that the seminar would be a meaningful academic platform with participation of delegates both online and offline. He emphasized the importance of a multidisciplinary seminar beyond conventional teaching, learning practices to enrich academic discourse. As part of a nationwide Sangathan Srijand Abhiyan, an interaction program for office bearers and workers of Indian National Congress was held at NC event hall Saparmaina in Kankupi district yesterday. The initiative aims to revitalize the party in Southern Hills through organizational reconstructing and strengthening of grassroots and booth-level network in line with the visions of AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge and leaders of opposition Rahul Gandhi, AICC secretaries and Manipur in charge Christopher Tilak, SSA observer HC Yogesh, MPCC Secretary Anwar Hussain and other party leaders attended the program. Speaking on the occasion, IC Yogesh assured that District Congress Committee President would be chosen in a fair and transparent manner. MPCC Vice President Dr. Lemting Dang Haukip termed the derived and reformed-oriented step to strengthen the party.
If you want to become, or if you're becoming the district Congress president, you have to come up with your own strength, then only you can become the district Congress president. So the two things I just told you for this. So one is what all the criteria should be, and to become the DCC president, so how he should be or she should be, and what all the strength she has to show to the Congress party, then only they can become.
Basically means to recreate, re-energize, re-strengthen, reformalization, reorientation, from the basic, which is selecting and electing of the district president, so that we can strengthen and we can give more opportunities in strengthening the party at the grassroots level. I think these are the main objectives.
Press note from the Deputy Secretary Publicity of Proscribed Revolutionary People's Front RPF, Robind Khongman informed that Manohar Mayumd Ngoba was sworn in as the second president of RPF today. Ngoba, who previously served as vice president, had been functioning as acting president since February 10 of 2023. Following the demise of the outfit's first president, Irengbom Chaurend, with his formal assumption of office, RPF reaffirms its commitment to uphold its founding principles and continue working towards its state goal for Manipur and Western Southeast Asia. The Roadside Vendor Welfare Association in Valte, Manipur extended humanitarian assistance to Tangkhul families affected by recent Litan violence. Relief materials were handed over to a team led by Secretary of Foothill Naga Coordination Committee (FNCC), Robin Kabui, at the temporary market shade of Khairamban KTL in Imphal. Speaking on the occasion, Association President Ketri Tama called for unitedly facing those challenges the indigenous communities of the state. The relief materials, including rice, pulses, salt, oil, and other essential commodities. Mangang Luang Khongman Thangta and Cultural Sindam Sangh Uchekond Jubraj Pali Imphal is celebrated its 12th Foundation Day with an event held at Mangjil Development Community Hall. Speaking on the occasion, Senior Administrative Officer of Art and Culture Department, Government of Manipur, Angom Sijalembi lauded the Academy's contributions in promoting and preserving the traditional Manipuri martial art forms Thangta. She appreciated the efforts led by Guru Shnatombi in popularizing the martial art not only within the state but also among foreign enthusiasts. Now the news from the world of sports. Khongman Khomnam Kaitheld and Trao Kwa Kaitheld beat their opponents in today's match of the ongoing 10M NCA W Prahlad and W Ramananda Elite Cricket Trophy under the aegis of Manipur Cricket Association in the 27th league match played at Model Higher Secondary School in Oriental College ground. Khomnam Kaitheld defeated KCC Kongba Kaitheld by 3 wickets. Khomnam's all-rounder H. Joy Henba bagged man of the match titled, while in the 28th league match played at Moijing Public Ground, Trao Kwa Kaitheld defeated Thobal YWC Langthabal by 3 wickets. Trao's all-rounder Ams Swabhimand was adjourned man of the match. 2 more league matches will be played tomorrow. The 46th Sub-Junior Boys and Girls National Volleyball Championship will kick off from February 24 under the aegis of Volleyball Federation of India, hosted by West Bengal at Bandeld, Hooghly. The championship will see participation from Manipur's boys and girls team. A total of 17 players from Manipur will represent the state. The teams uniformed were formally handed over by a former national player as Maipak Shana today. The Manipur contingent, led by manager and Ranbir and coach as Ashok Kumar, is scheduled to leave Imphal for West Bengal on February 22nd.
highest performance team of the test level. 46 Sub-Junior National Volleyball Boys Championship is Kolkata, West Bengal, February 24 time to be March 26 is about officer. Highest performance team of the
The 21st edition of AFC Women's Asian Cup is set to begin on March 21st under the aegis of Asian Football Confederation. Australia will host a tournament across 5 stadiums. Participating teams have been divided into 3 groups. Group A includes Australia, South Korea, Iran, and the Philippines. Group B comprises North Korea, China, Bangladesh, and Uzbekistan. Group C featured India, Japan, Chinese Taipei, and Vietnam. Several players from Manipur have been included in the Indian squad. Ilangbam Panthoy will serve as goalkeeper. Eld Asalata, Silky Hemamd, Nirmala Fanjobamd, and Sweetie Nganbam as defense players, while Dangmei Grace and Serto Linda Comd will lead the attack. India will open its Group C campaign against Vietnam on March 4, face Japan on March 7, and take on the Chinese Taipei on March 10. T.H. Malamnganbi from Manipur has been selected for the ongoing Kho participatory national coaching camp being held at Sai Center in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. The camp, organized under the aegis of Kho Federation of India, began on the February 17 and will continue till March 9. Malamnganbi, a Kho players of SCEASDO Hiroko, was shortlisted by the Federation for the national camp and is set to leave Imphal for Gujarat tomorrow. The 5-member team from Manipur left Imphal today to attend the India CP football camp to be held from February 21 to March 14 at Center for Disability Sports in Gwalior. The team is managed by Secretary of Spastic Society of Manipur, Laishram Tokendra Riki. Selected players in the team are Borun Yumnam, K. Ronaldo, Moirang Them Jitend and Wycombe Clinton. Players shortlisted from the camp will represent India at the upcoming World CP Football Championship in the UK. Speaking before departure, team manager Ricky expressed confidence that with proper grooming and support, children with calibrated Plessy can excel in sports. He also appealed to parents to encourage children with special needs to take part in sports activities, noting that the government has taken initiative to include sports for persons with disabilities in Manipur sports policy.
Seven side manga kalapai che yam chawa number ni aduga koi kanna koi Cerebral Palsy Sports Federation of India hina lere international C affiliated kanoni duna koi cerebral palsy le bangang sing cerebral palsy da natana koi person with disabilities angang sing si grassroots level dagi koi groom tawragati sidagi enna koi sports person sing tholakani hina me anda thamjage aduna parents sing family members adagi person with disabilities and mayam punna sigi matung tabadadi punna koi sports policy so disability sports include tawnana ba kanna honna jari duna angang mayam je putokiro.
Artificial football turf of Sports Club Manipur was inaugurated today at Langthabal Mantrikong in Imphal West District. Speaking on the occasion, Sports Club Manipur proprietor Langbam Johnson stated that the facilities has been developed to nurture and promote young sporting talents in the state. He informed that apart from football, a badminton hold will also be added in due course. Plans are also underway to construct an indoor cricket practice pit to facilitate training during the rainy season. President of All Manipur Football Association and other distinguished guests attended the event.
Facilities in Asidagidi, Miamda, Katuk Jare, the Mayam Sana Roisingna, and Lakpiraga, I said Nuaina, I see Kudung Chava Silawina Bahina, no Lukna, Ningsing Jerry. Badminton Namadi, Yamtuna Sana Navagi, Dung Giwakalona Makoi, Lejere, Koyam, Kanazarakanda, Koi, Space Ulaire, Carmina, Karmatam, the Hogadagi Habadu Koi, Nanabodi Honazar, Hajabatar. Yamna Hogala Eva Koi, cricketing centers Ueva Swice, playground, Tanga Badalay, Aduna Masi, the Makta Hajabadareko, Asidasu, rainy season Matamda, practicing pitch later, Aduna Sidai Koi. Indoor ki acha matangor so koi lamsil later dugmo so koi scope to the hapaga dum thame je bata.
Well, that's all we have in this bulletin. Before the wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Veteran Bharatiya Janata Party legislator and the Khanlon MLA's Vungzagin Valte passed away this evening after a prolonged illness at Medanta Medicity Hospital in Gurugram. The Manipuri Community College Authority allegedly failed to secure recognition for its courses under National Commission for Allied and Healthcare Professions Act 2021. Students launch agitation as career prospects of nearly 5,000 students are at stake. Media persons stage a protest condemning assault and alleged attempt on live on-off Khoirom Loya Lakpo, editor of Manipur-based daily Naharolgi Thokdam. Northeast Students Organization and All Manipur Students Union caution Center against conducting census in Manipur before implementing National Register of Citizens NRC or similar mechanism. And the student body AMS urges state government and concerned department to promptly introduce a fee regulations policy for private schools in Manipur. Thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. In the meantime, have a great evening and always stay safe.